I'm Gabriella. It's been a while since that fateful day, but the images still haunt me like a bad dream. I remember the day my father called me, sobbing, asking me to tell my daughter, Mia, that he was sorry. It was the final act in a drama that had unfolded with such cruelty, and it all started when my father threw Mia out into a snowstorm. My family is a complex web of relationships, with secrets and rivalries that run deep. My father, Richard, is a man of strict principles and a bit of an old-fashioned tyrant. He's a member of an exclusive country club, where family values are supposed to be held in high regard. My mother, Elizabeth, is a meek woman who often bows to my father's will. My sister, Victoria, is ambitious and calculating, always looking for an edge to get what she wants. It was a cold winter day when I dropped my 9-year-old daughter, Mia, and my 11-year-old son, Ethan, off at my parents' house. I had some errands to run and thought they'd be safe and warm there. Little did I know that a storm was brewing, both outside and within the walls of my parents' home. When I arrived to pick up my children, the scene that greeted me was like a nightmare. The heater was humming inside the house, but Mia was outside on the porch, wearing nothing but her pajamas. The snow was biting at her bare feet, and the door was locked. She was curled beside the flower pot, shivering so violently that her teeth chattered like castanets. Ethan was pounding on the front window, his face red with anger and fear. My mother was standing behind the curtains, wringing her hands, looking helpless. And my father was sitting in his recliner, watching television as if Mia was just an unimportant detail. I was filled with a rage that I had never felt before. Something inside me clicked, a sense of discipline and determination that I had learned during my 12-year stint in the U.S. Army Military Police. I knew how to handle difficult situations, how to gather evidence, and how to expose lies. I quickly scooped Mia up in my arms and rushed her to the hospital. The doctor diagnosed her with mild hypothermia and documented everything. This was the first step in my quest for justice. Back at my parents' house, I decided to check the security footage from their doorbell camera. There, on the screen, I saw my niece, Sarah, sneaking a silver bracelet into Mia's backpack before accusing her of stealing it. But that was just the tip of the iceberg. As I dug deeper, I discovered that the bracelet wasn't my mother's heirloom at all. It belonged to my sister, Victoria, and she had orchestrated the whole thing. The reason? My father had recently updated his will, leaving the family's beach house to me and my children. Victoria wanted to paint me as an irresponsible mother with unruly kids so that my father would change his will and cut us out. She underestimated me. I wasn't going to let this go. I gathered all the evidence I had, including the doctor's report and the security footage, and handed it to my father, my attorney, and Child Protective Services. The investigation was intense. Victoria was charged with filing a false police report and child endangerment. My father was cited for neglect. The country club board, which prided itself on family values, removed him within a week. It was a huge blow to his pride. But the final blow came from my grandmother, Margaret. She had been silent for years, observing the family drama from the sidelines. When she watched the footage, she was appalled. That same afternoon, she changed her own estate documents. The beach house, her investment portfolio worth over $2,500,000, and the antique collection that Victoria had been coveting for decades, all of it went to Mia. My father called me, his voice broken. "Please tell your daughter I'm sorry," he pleaded. I relayed the message to Mia. She jumped up from her coloring book and said, "Grandpa can keep the cold." Since then, I haven't spoken to my father, mother, or sister. Every summer, my children and I sit on the porch of Mia's beach house, wrapped in warm blankets, watching the waves roll in. It's a peaceful and beautiful sight, a far cry from the chaos and pain of that winter day. Sometimes, the most powerful revenge is not about destruction. It's about letting the truth shine through, like a beam of light in the darkness. If you love stories where justice prevails, then stay tuned, because there are more tales of revenge to come.